Can you both please get dressed?
Act like you're not impressed. Besides, if you don't want to see the first mate and his cadets, learn some bloody patience.
If you're calling about the mission, I'm happy to report it was a smashing success.
Now that you finished with your dirty little team building exercise, I've got our mutual friend on the line to discuss why we're all here. They don't like to be kept waiting either.
Great. Hopefully they can make sense of the overall plot so we can give this game a proper go, hey?
Patience, Captain. Foreplay is essential for a memorable experience.
Greetings to my favorite big band. Still taking part in a mix of dubiously legal shipping contracts and the culling of scumbags.
Era! You bloody ripper! How the hell are ya?
Senator, what a surprise. I believe this is the first time we've had an official Imperium representative on the line that we weren't attempting to blackmail.
Fortune, you didn't tell me we'd have such a distinguished hero involved in this operation.
Mate, I haven't seen you since we tag teamed that nightcap hooker in New Vegas.
Yes. How I miss the old days. Now, the downfall of New Vegas was truly one of the greatest tragedies of our time. By the way, we're about to drop some seriously heavy-handed exposition bombs. So why don't you mark the really important shit down in your codex for review?
That's an excellent idea, Senator. Scanning. Codex assembly and integration meetings complete. You are welcome to continue your lower funneling at any time, Senator.
The Imperium has ruled over Prestigium for millennia, using their holy scripture known as the Veil to enforce a strict code of purity and conformity. Those species willing to obey the Veil and blessed to receive an invitation to the Imperium Senate have thrived. Others, like yours, have been much less fortunate, simply cast to the wayside and left to rot. It's funny, in a way. You soldiers arrived like a miracle from the void. All of Prestigium was in awe, amazed to welcome the only life forms in history to put the single wormhole and make it out alive.
That should change real quick once the Imperium realized their ship from the prison transport. I mean, I get what you weren't the ideal refugee candidate. You have to force us to live on an actual garbage planet?
Well, no. We face it. You'd be content with upgrading from... I remember it fondly. The deathmatch gambling, the finest recreational narcotics imaginable, and of course, who could forget the non-stop interspecies fuck-a-thons? Oh.
Fucking A. We'd still be living in the golden age if it weren't for those limp-dick bureaucrats voting to shut us down.
The Imperium was afraid. The amount of lewd corruption you inspired in such a short period of time was staggering. You can't exactly push an agenda of purity like the Veil to the masses and then let them be exposed to something like New Vegas.
After all, kitty tassels don't quite go hand in hand with celibacy and scripture thumping.
No, they certainly don't. However, it was really all about your military. All that tourist cash managed to buy you an armada even the Imperium didn't want to fuck with. The Battle of New Vegas only confirmed your fears.
We refused to shut down, and you refused to back down. I mean, someone was getting their dick kicked in.
If you had not intervened, the Imperium would have continued raining fire long after our military was bested. We would have been wiped out. The Solars owe you so much.
Oh, please, I only did what I had to. It doesn't matter who shot first. Empress Kasidora had no right to order your extinction. We're all lucky that she listened and showed mercy.
Kasidora was a right old witch. I'm glad she's no longer in charge.
The people of Prodigium were already pissed at her and our obviously corrupt Senate for ordering the end of New Vegas. If she followed through, there would have been anarchy, which would have just resulted in even more blood on the Imperium's hands.
And that's exactly why we're here. The only thing that's going to stop them is one hell of a plan, and a team just crazy and skilled enough to pull it off.
So, Captain, any plans this weekend? How do you feel about helping us overthrow the intergalactic government?
Overthrow the Imperium. You... you guys are fucking... you guys are fucking serious?
Now is the time, Captain. I was able to convince Empress Kasidora to spare your species, but there are many others that have not been so lucky.
Prodigium has become a graveyard of protesters, and Casidora's reign may have recently ended, but she's chosen Celestina as her successor.
Celestina is still young and naive. We cannot risk letting Kasidora influence her to lead Prodigium into another 1,000 years of terror.
It's up to us. The authoritarian shit show is this close to hitting the fan, Captain. This may be our last chance.
Their juice? Oh boy. How do you plan to pull it off?
Ah, I'm glad you asked, Captain. As fate would have it, I've recently gained control of a rather large Imperium slush fund. I'll be diverting as much of it as possible into this operation of ours. It'll be glorious watching them finance their own destruction. Fortune is one of the top black bag operatives in the galaxy, and she has never let me down. She will be the brains, and you will be my anally applied fist of wanton destruction.
We have two objectives. First, we're going to recruit a diverse team of vicious, powerful, and sexy lady rebels to wear the Dominus and serve as your commanders. Second, you will lead them on missions throughout the 5 sectors to stabilize the Imperium to its tipping point. And that's when we strike.
We are going to make an army, Captain. That's why I'm here, to breed a legion of manticores capable of revolution. Once they're ready, we'll be perfectly positioned to take over.
So what you're saying is you want me to wage a vicious guerrilla warfare rebellion against the most powerful single entity of domination in the entire known galaxy, and I'm gonna do it by fighting them with a team of smoking hot outlaw warrior shielders and an army of horrific monstrous bioweapons?
I take it you're in.
Fuck yes, I'm in! This is fucking metal!
That's good news. If you weren't, we were just going to have to kill you.
If it were up to me, we'd still find a way to do that.
I'll be on my way now. After all, as a senator, I need to keep up appearances. But fear not, I'll be checking in on you crazy bastards when I can.
Wait. You're just gonna have us do your dirty work and that's it?
Well, if it makes you feel any better, you're gonna make a hell of a lot of credit doing it.
Oh, yes. The captain loves money. And narcotics. Especially narcotics.
And trust me, I'll be plenty busy keeping the Imperium off your backs. However, should any of you be caught, or worse, during your mission, I will disavow all knowledge of this bullshit. So long.
And now that you're up to speed on the whole revolution thing, we've got work to do.
Right up, let's get to it. I'm looking forward to doing some smashing, both of the tinny and lady variety.
Not so fast, Captain. While the Mary Celeste stealth drive and the Phoenix's combat system are state-of-the-art, we're gonna need a whole lot more than that to take on the Imperium.
And I'm going to need to set up my lab. Manticores don't grow themselves, unfortunately. We need a master mechanic, and we need one now.
I have an old friend that both qualifies and happens to owe me one hell of a favor. His name is Dallick, and his space station is constantly on the move due to his wanted status. However, I implanted a code onto its mainframe a while ago to track it, for insurance reasons.
Your coordinates have been received, Fortune. It appears this Mr. Dallick is quite close. Shall I set a course, Captain?
You heard her. Let's pick this bloke up and get the Mary Celeste into prime, dick swinging shape.
I think you can handle recruiting one guy, and I've got a galaxy-wide war campaign to plan, so I'll leave you to it. Check back in with me after Dallick's on board.
Und hiermit willkommen zu Subverse, eine weitere Folge. Ich bin Lone. Hallo Leute. So, das war jetzt ziemlich lange Gerede. Ich hoffe, also ich warte darauf, dass es langsam so ist, dass ich entscheide und dass ich durch meinen Mary Celeste rumlaufen kann. So. Und weniger Gequatsche da sind. Aber bis jetzt, das ist die Einführung, also wir müssen unsere ganze Besatzung erstmal finden. Und deswegen weiß ich nicht, wie lange das jetzt dauert, also wie viele Folgen wir dieses Gequatsche noch anhören müssen. Ich weiß nur, dass wir jetzt Derek bekommen, das ist unser Mechaniker. Und Leute, es tut mir leid, bei den Videos, also bei den Sequenzen stottert das wie blöd. Oh ja, ich erinnere mich an diese Mission. Wir müssen erstmal Derek verteidigen. Das ist Derek. Oder Dallick.
Captain, it appears he's able to detect us easily in stealth mode.
I guess Fortune wasn't playing around when she said this guy was legit.
Where have you been, man? I got my last friggin' round in this chamber.
Peculiar. I think he believes us to be a weapons dealer.
You gotta hit me up with a supply drop of that sweet pharmaceutical list, or I'm gonna start sweating all 6 of my balls off over here.
He thinks we're some kind of deal, alright.
Perhaps we can use this to our advantage. Let's lure him on board with the promise of narcotics and sexual pleasure.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, man, it's me. I got your order right here. Thing is, though, the hangar door is busted. Gotta come over here and get it.
Oh, you gotta be joking. You know I don't leave my station.
Yeah, sorry about the inconvenience. How about I give you a 20% discount and a blowjob bonus?
What the fuck?
Tell him all about it, babe.
Oh, yes. I will insatiably gobble your massive cock, Daddy.
Yeah, that works.
Wait a minute. You're not Steve. You got 5 seconds to explain just what the shit you're trying to pull here, man.
Wow, okay. Listen, I got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is we're not the smugglers you're looking for.
Obviously.
The good news is we just so happen to have a mutual interest in the narcotic arts. And I'd be happy to share what I'm holding if you happen to be Dallick.
There's no Dallick here, man. This is, an Imperium-sanctioned salvage operation. You know, salvage stuff. Like,
Cute. But let's cut the shit, alright, mate? Fortune seekers.
Fortune? Whoa, man. I know I owe her, but what's she sending the leg breakers after me for?
We're in need of a master mechanic. If you can detect my ship even in stealth mode, you must be good.
Of course I am. That doesn't mean I want to work with that crazy broad again.
You and me both, little fella, but she's not gonna let me leave without you, so you better get your ass in the ship.
Offering me a job and threatening me at the same time? You really do work for Fortune, man.
Captain, sorry to interrupt, but I'm reading some dangerous activity on the scanners.
What kind of activity?
Oh, shit! I see them too!
yeah. Fuckboard Activity. Los geht's. Also, wir haben einen neuen Mitglied, Dallick.
Right. Care to explain just what the hell those things are?
You don't know about the fuckbots? Where have you been?
Locked inside a lab by a bloodthirsty xenophobic military tyrant and forced to perform illegal genetic experiments.
Damn it, Lily. This is not the time to be dropping crucial parts of our backstory. That's for later. Those things are infected with a catastrophic pleasure-droid system virus. They're gonna impale us with laser cock swords, harvest our tech, and infect any other platform they find.
That means me. I would prefer not to be indoctrinated. I've already had enough foreign objects in my chassis for the day.
What the hell are they doing way out here anyways?
Yeah, that's on me. I've got all sorts of premium robotics on board. You know, real Black Ops shit. They tried to knock me off a few times already, but I was able to convince them to fuck off with my night cannon. This time, looks like you brought back.
Mr. Dallick, I regret to inform you that this Tesla unit is beyond the ransom capabilities of your station.
Isn't that a shame? If only there was someone around that was hoping to team up.
Alright. Help me get rid of the fuckbots and I'll come with you.
You got yourself a deal. Demi?
The Phoenix is ready for battle.
Yo.
Tag along. Considering the odds are stacked against us, you could use an extra hand on the weapon systems.
Good as gold. I fly, you shoot. Let's show these robo-cunts a good time.
Also, der hat gerade auch gesagt, zumindest glaube ich das, dass je nach Steuermann die Superwaffe sich ändert. Fuckbots. Wir haben ja diese Rockets bei dem normalen. Und bei dem sind das, bei ihr ist etwas anderes. Und zwar, ich zeige euch mal, Piece of shit. Rockets, ich hasse diese Rockets. Der verteidigt sich auch selber. Yeah. Piece of shit. Die hat diese Waffe. Also diese Kanone hier. Piece of shit. Yo. Oje, nein. Das könnte ins Auge gehen. And be blessed. Aber der hat jetzt keine Power, jetzt muss er ihn schützen. Yeah. Ach, fertig? Nein! Nicht diese... Oh, Fuckbots. Yo, Baby. So, jetzt... Impressive. Jo. So, jetzt. Oh yeah. Die sind die schlimmsten. Oh ja. Gerade. Nein, 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 nein. Feuer frei. Du kannst. Ja, mache ich doch. Jawohl. Ich bin ja ganz schön dabei. Ne? Du übernimmst den anderen. Weil die haben gute Panzerung, die wie ein Bär aussehen. Nein, au. Nächster. Also sie hat ziemlich gute Gun, zwar, aber die will ich nicht als Pilotin einsetzen, sozusagen. Die würde ich gerne in Bodenkampf einsetzen. Also. Nein, 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 nein. Mach Boom. Jawohl. Nee, schon wieder. Oh nein, jetzt sind die noch schlimmeren. Die sind ganz schön gepanzert. Komm schon. Verreck, du Sau. Au. Jawohl. Aber jetzt von der anderen Seite. Hör auf, in dem Rum zu ballern. Och nee. Nicht schon wieder. Will ich nicht haben. Das war's. Wow, wir haben es geschafft. Oh nee, nicht ganz. Jetzt müssen wir den Boss erledigen. Das Problem ist... Ja, das Problem ist, der bewegt sich. Also, das bedeutet, der darf nicht, dem erreichen. Dafür müssen wir die hier platt machen. Die hier. Komm schon. Jawohl, eine ist erledigt. Jetzt den zweiten. Komm schon. Ich weiß allerdings nicht, wohin jetzt, wohin. Entweder vorne muss ich schießen oder hinten, damit er dem nicht erreicht. Komm schon. Aber nein, der hat ihm erreicht. Ich habe jetzt mich ich kann mich nicht erinnern. Ja, los. Jetzt los. Aua, aua. Ich kann mich nicht erinnern. Entweder muss ich vorne schießen an dem. Ich glaube nicht. Ich muss hinten bleiben. Ja, ja, warte. Du hast immer noch ziemlich wenig HP, ne? Jawohl. Dann haben wir jetzt den zweiten. Oh. Nein, aua, aua, aua. Komm, Schutzschild hoch. Jawohl. Ja, jetzt muss ich hinten bleiben. Aua. Komm schon. Jawohl. Bullseye.
Fantastic job, both you and Billy, Captain. I will arrange for Mr. Dallick's transport to Subverse.
Yeah.
Jolly good job.
Thanks. Oh, fast. Dallick. Der ist so cool. Dallick. Der ist Mechaniker, also der wird unser...
Welcome aboard the Mary Celeste, Mr. Dallick.
You say the Mary Celeste? Holy shit! Bro, are you the guy that made the chronic run in less than 420 parsecs?
Chronic run. What kind of dirty little endeavor was that?
The Imperium started cracking down on the narcotics trade after New Vegas got shut down. They were going to completely destroy the recipes and the inventory, man.
The government wanted the party to end permanently.
This friggin' ship smuggled thousands of designer drugs past an entire Imperium fleet and delivered them to dealers throughout the galaxy to duplicate and distribute.
As a scientist, I believe the preservation of knowledge is essential. That was quite noble, even if it was purely for your own pleasure.
It had to be done. The dank must flow.
I feel it is my duty as a fan of getting fucking annihilated and pissing off the Imperium to hook you guys up big time with these upgrades.
Should you need any assistance, logistical or otherwise, please let me know.
What do you mean by otherwise?
My anal outlet is equipped with 27 different suction settings, along with my...
Yeah, okay, Debbie, thanks. I think we need to have a little talk about boundaries. Well, looks like you mates have some serious yakking to do, and I got a week's worth of hard drugs and back episodes of Days Without Tentacles to catch up on. So, I'm gonna head to my quarters and leave you to it.
Yep, that sounds like one hell of a bargain.
Give me a shout when you're all done.
So Leute, wir schauen das noch
I have received word of the conflict between the Requited.
an und dann beende ich die Folge.
I wonder, Admiral. Can you feel it as I do? It is the end of my reign, yet also the grand dawn of a new prodigium. Obedient, docile, complete in its submission to our way of life.
Yes, my lord. I understand.
You understand, but do you believe?
I believe in the Imperium, as I always have.
Good. Then tell me what became of my final decree.
As you requested, our conscripts offered Grand Admiral Willif relief on Imperium sanctions and a substantial bounty for blind. A large dispatch of Solar Navy forces then engaged the recoil flagship, known as the Turbulence.
Do not hesitate, Maimoto. What was the outcome?
As you know, I fought their leader once before at the Battle of New Vegas. This General Blythe. She was formidable back then, but she appears to be even more so now with the requital at her command. Her monsters tore the Solar Navy apart, just as I believed they would. They didn't stand a chance.
Admiral, there's no need for such woeful expression. It was not exactly the outcome I desired, but this was beneficial to us nonetheless.
But the Solar Navy was devastated. We had hoped the relief of sanctions would lead them to finally accepting Imperium rule in time and obeying the Veil.
You poor fool. Is that what you thought we were trying to accomplish? I may have shown the Solar's mercy at the Battle of New Vegas, but it was all part of a greater plan. The Wheel of Fate has been turned to us, always revealing a more convenient way to remove such pests in time. Understand this, my hero. The people of Prodigium will find it much harder to object to the end of these animals when they're the ones responsible for slaughtering each other.
Lady Kasidora, I have served you loyally through nearly your entire reign.
Unquestionably, you have. Why is it then that I have a such vexatious intuition that you are about to cast doubt upon such a pristine record?
I must object to your actions.
Must you?
You promised there was going to be an end to this sort of genocidal madness.
Madness? Every one of your tasks, no matter how seemingly grave, were sanctimoniously performed in the name of the Veil. Why waste time mourning those that refuse to submit? All who choose to live under the Veil shall be sheltered from the chaotic horrors that persist outside its reach. Reducing the impurity of Prodigium may sometimes require drastic solutions, but we must lead our people to divinity, no matter the cost.
In the name of the Imperium, I soaked my ledger in blood. I bombarded heathen planets. I shut down defenseless refugee vessels fleeing certain death on Venera. I raised an entire city of innocent solar civilians who just wanted to have a good time and revel in the wondrous splendors of tits and ass. Now, I lay awake nights and fear at the thought of what atrocity you would have me commit next.
You poor soul. You're not seeing things clearly. You really should have eliminated those horrible creatures as soon as they arrived. But you did not. Now there's simply a larger infestation to be eradicated. I advise you to think of what happened at New Vegas as a bold step towards fixing your mistake.
You spoke of a grand dawn of the new prodigium, and you asked me if I believed in it. To that, I answer affirmatively, but only because you no longer sit upon the throne. It is Celestine's time now.
Careful, Maimoto. You are still bound to the Imperium, and to the Coven of Nine.
You need not worry. I will do as the Empress commands. But you are no longer the Empress, and I do not abide your needless cruelties any longer.
You speak out of turn. You're losing faith, Admiral. I may no longer be Empress, but I have not lost my immense power. Don't be a fool and turn against me now.
I apologize, Lady Kasidora. I have conviction. I swear it upon my heart.
A firestorm of retribution will soon sweep Prodigium. And only the righteous will survive. If you thought serving me was akin to a nightmare, you had better hope the new Empress stands the test of her devotion. From now on, remember your vow to us. Keep those imbecile conjectures in your small head, where they belong.
Yes, it was absurd for my thoughts to stray from the greater good. It will never happen again.
You are forgiven, but I will not forget this transgression. Try to be more understanding in the future.
I will, Lady Kasidora. I will remain faithful.
Yes, you will. You will all keep your faith. Not a single soul shall be permitted to stray from beneath the veil.
So Leute, ich beende dann die Folge. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Eure Lone Wolf. Haut rein. Ciao Leute.